Case regarding the entitlement additional quantum of the pension percentage. You have added it. You have device.
Hello, check. Hello, check, check.
With due permission of your lordships, reference will be made on the passing away of late Honorable Mr. Justice Birendra Datta Gyani, former Chief Justice acting of the Guwahati High Court. For order of reference, may I call upon Green Pegu, Secretary General, Guwahati High Court Bar Association.
For one who is born, death is certain, and for the one who has passed away, rebirth is certain. Such is the unalterable and eternal law of life. My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Judges, respected senior members of the bar, members of the registry, and my dear colleagues. With profound sorrow, I rise on behalf of the Guwahati High Court Bar Association to place on record our heartfelt condolences on the sad demise of Honorable Mr. Justice B.D. Gyani on 9 December 2005, an eminent jurist whose life reflected dignity, discipline, and unwavering commitment to justice. Born on 30th July 1936, his lordship enrolled as an advocate of Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962, practicing extensively in civil and constitutional matters. His scholarship, clarity, and fairness soon earned him respect and was appointed additional judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court on 14th May 1984 and became a permanent judge on 10th November 1986. On 28 April 1994, Justice Gyani was transferred to the Guwahati High Court, where he served with great distinction during an important phase of judicial expansion in the Northeast. His lordship retired on 29 July 1998, leaving behind a legacy of clarity, compassion, and judicial statesmanship. His judgments reflected a deep understanding of law and a sincere concern for justice. Although I did not have the privilege of appearing before his lordship, I often heard from my seniors and also from the records that remain that he was a courteous, patient, and a balanced judge, unfailingly respectful to all members of the bar. His influence thus extends even to those who did not have the opportunity to stand before him. With the passing away of his lordship, we have lost not only a distinguished judge, but a gentle and a principled human being. The Guwahati High Court Bar Association expresses its deep appreciation for his invaluable service to this institution and to the cause of justice. I, on behalf of the Guwahati High Court Bar Association, extend our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and pray that Almighty gives strength in this hour of grief. May the noble soul of Honorable Mr. Justice B.D. Gyani rest in eternal peace. Om Shanti.
Mr. Sarkam Count, President, Guwahati High Court Advocate Association.
Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Judges present, respected members of the registry, respected senior members, and my colleagues of the bar. Today, we have assembled here to condole the sad demise of Justice V.D. Gyani, who died on 9/12/2025. Justice V.D. Gyani was born in 30th July 1936 in Madhya Pradesh. He enrolled as an advocate of the Madhya Pradesh High Court in 1962 He basically practiced in civil and constitutional matters. He was appointed as additional judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court in 1984 and was elevated as a permanent judge on 10/11/1986. He was transferred to Guwahati High Court on 28/4/1994. He was the acting Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court at the time of his retirement in 1998. He was a veteran judge who delivered a plethora of judgments, leaving a mark on the judiciary and legal landscape of Assam. I myself, and on my behalf of Guwahati High Court Advocates Association, pray to Almighty that his soul may rest in peace in heaven. I further convey my heartfelt sympathy to the bereaved family. May God grant them strength to bear the great loss. Om Santi.
Mr. Saiki, myself, Bar Council of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Sikkim.
We gather here today to remember the honor Justice Virendra Dutt Yani, a distinguished jurist whose life was devoted to justice, integrity, and rule of law. Let Justice Yani was someone who made a quiet but lasting impact on everyone he met, whether through a warm smile, a thoughtful gesture, or a few simple words of encouragement. He had a way of making people feel seen and valued. His kindness was never loud, yet it was powerful enough to save the lives of those around him. Let Justice Gyani was born on 30th July 1936. He enrolled as an advocate of the Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962, where he practiced in civil and constitutional law. Let Justice Gyani was appointed as additional judge in Madhya Pradesh High Court on 14th May 1984 and became permanent judge on 18/11/1986. Thereafter, on 28/4/1994, he was transferred to Guwahati High Court, and upon reaching the age of superannuation, he retired on 29/7/1998. He was also the acting Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court before his retirement. Let Justice Gyani served with a distinction as a judge and later acting Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, where his decision and legal insights helped shape important interpretation of law. His career began as an advocate in the Madhya Pradesh High Court, and through dedication and deep commitment to legal principle, he rose to the respected position on the High Court bench. After his retirement on 29 July 1998, he remained a figure of respect and admiration for legal minds and laypersons alike. Today, as he grieved the loss of someone so important to us, we also hold on to the lessons he left behind to treat others with compassion and to find strength in difficult times. Although he is no longer with us in body, his spirit lives on it. The numerous judgments he had passed in his lifetime, leaving a mark in the judiciary and legal landscape of Assam. With the sad demise on 9/12/2025, let us remember him not only with sadness but with gratitude for the immense contribution he had made in the legal arena. I, and on behalf of the Bar Council of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Sikkim, express my heartfelt condolence to the family and pray to God to grant comfort and give strength to the bereaved family. May his soul rest in peace.
Mr. Biswajit Goswami, Additional Advocate General, Assam.
My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Judges, esteemed colleagues, and the members of the Registry. Today, we are deeply saddened by demise of Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani, former judge of this Honorable Court. Late Virendranath Gyani was born on 30th July 1936 at Madhya Pradesh. Late Justice Gyani enrolled as an advocate of Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962. Practiced in civil and constitutional matters, Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani was appointed as additional judge in Madhya Pradesh High Court with effect from 14th of May 1984. Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani was appointed as permanent judge on 10/11/1986 and transferred to this Honorable High Court on 28/4/1994. Justice Ghani had been serving with dedication as the acting Chief Justice of this Honorable Court before his retirement, and he retired on 29/7/1998 upon reaching the age of superannuation. Justice Gyani was a veteran judge who served with distinction at this Honorable Court, leaving a mark on the judiciary and legal landscape of Assam. Justice Gyani was also a scholar in Sanskrit. Once he was invited by the Sanskrit department of the Guwahati University. He delivered a lecture there in Sanskrit for about 3 hours without taking any help of book and other writings. That was entirely extempore, the speech was. Justice Gyani breathed his last on 9/12/2025. I, on behalf of the state of Assam and on my personal behalf, express my deepest condolence to the bereaved families, and may the Almighty give strength at this hour of grief. Namaste.
Ms. Monica Kechi, Additional Advocate General, Nagaland.
My Lord Chief Justice, his other companion, honorable judges, members of the registry, learned senior advocates, and my dear colleagues of this esteemed bar. We gather today to honor and remember Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani, a jurist whose life was defined by dedication, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Born on 30th July 1936, late Justice Gyani embarked early on a path that would shape the legal landscape of several states. His legal journey and quest for deeper engagement with the law led him to enroll as an advocate of the Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962, where he practiced with dedication in civil and constitutional matters. Late Justice Gyani's sharp intellect, fairness, and clarity of thought soon earned him recognition. On 14 May 1984, he was appointed additional judge of the Madhya Pradesh High Court. And just 2 years later, on 10 November 1986, he became a permanent judge of the same court. His judgments were marked by precision, compassion, and a deep understanding of the rights and responsibilities that shape a democratic society. On 28 April 1994, he was transferred to the Guwahati High Court, where he continued to serve with dignity, wisdom, and quiet strength. In the final phase of his distinguished career, he took on the responsibilities of acting Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, guiding the institution with steadiness and grace. He retired on 29 July 1998, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations of lawyers and judges. Today, as we honor his memory, we celebrate a life lived with purpose and integrity. His contribution to the judiciary remain enduring, and the values we embodied, wisdom, humility, and justice, will continue to light our way. Joining with my predecessors, I, on my personal behalf and on behalf of the people of the state of Nagaland, express our heartfelt condolence to the family and pray to God to grant comfort and give strength to the bereaved family. May his soul rest in peace.
Ms. Pansali Bhattacharya, Additional Advocate General, Mizoram.
My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Judges of this Honorable Court, learned members of the bar, and the learned members of the registry. Today we have assembled here to condole the passing away of late Honorable Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani, former Chief Justice acting of this Honorable Court, who left for heavenly abode on 9/12/2025. Late Justice B.D. Gyani was born on 30th July 1936. After completing his studies, late B.D. Gyani enrolled as an advocate and started his practice in High Court of Madhya Pradesh, Indore. He was elevated as an additional judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court in the year 1984 and later on became permanent judge. Justice B.D. Gyani was transferred to this honorable court in the year 1994 and he retired as Chief Justice acting on 29 July 1998 from our High Court. During his tenure, late Justice B.D. Gyani as judge delivered many landmark judgments and contributed a lot to the judiciary. Demise of late Justice B.D. Gyani is a great loss to our legal fraternity. I, on my personal behalf and on behalf of the state of Mizoram, pray my respectful homage to the departed soul. I pray to God to give strength and courage to the family members. May his soul rest in peace.
Mr. Arun Chandran, Senior Government Advocate, Arunachal Pradesh.
Honorable Chief Justice, honorable judges, respected seniors, my dear colleagues and respected members of the registry. Today we have assembled here to mourn the demise of Honorable Mr. Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani. Honorable Justice Gyani was born on 30th of July 1936. His lordship enrolled as an advocate of the Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962. His lordship practiced in civil and constitutional matters. Thereafter, his lordship was appointed as additional judge Madhya Pradesh High Court from the 14th of May 1984 and was made permanent on 10th of November 1986. Thereafter, his lordship was transferred to Guwahati High Court on 28 1994. His lordship also served as an acting Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court before his retirement on July 29, 1998. After his retirement, Justice Gyani was also involved in a legal case regarding the entitlement to an additional quantum of pension concerning judges. He served as Vice President of the Association of Retired Judges of Supreme Court and High Court. I, on behalf of the state of Arunachal Pradesh and its people, and also on my personal behalf, offer our deep condolences to the bereaved family and pray to Almighty God that his soul rest in eternal peace.
Mr. Ranjit Kumar Dev Chaudhary, Deputy Solicitor General of India.
Honorable the Chief Justice, Guwahati High Court, honorable judges present here today, members of the registry, learned senior advocates, and my colleagues in the bar. We have assembled here on a very sad note on the demise of late Justice V.D. Gyani. I would just start by saying that a judge would always be remembered for the courage in delivering his judgments apart from being very proficient in the laws. He was a person who was very courageous, who had the ability to deliver. I would go on to say that he was an institution in himself. As I just joined in 1998, he was the acting Chief Justice, and it was really a treat to be in his court, see the proceedings, and what a proceeding it was. As I watched when the junior advocates moved criminal appeals or writ appeal, and at the very first instance, he could make out that this is the first time this advocate is moving an appeal. And he would ask, this is your first appeal? And if the counsel says yes, then there is no further hearing. His lordship will just tell the counsel, you look into these points, we are admitting your appeal. Next time we'll hear you on this. Such was his greatness. And the young lawyers were so confident in his court. In fact, he had been here a few days back, maybe a month or two back. The lordship very well knows he was fighting his own case. And that was perhaps his last appearance in any court. That was his case of his own pension. Fortunately, your lordship has delivered an order which goes in his favor, and I hope that he has received his pension in full by now. I, on behalf of the Union of India and on my personal behalf, convey my deepest condolences to the bereaved family. May his soul rest in peace.
Mr. Gautam Baisya, Standing Counsel, Guwahati High Court.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, the Honorable Companion Judges of the Honorable Guwahati High Court, the learned member of the Registry of Guwahati High Court, and the learned members of the Bar. We have assembled here to mourn the death of late Honorable Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani, who breathed his last on 9th of March 2025 at the age of 95. Late Honorable Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani was born on 30th July 1936. He enrolled as an advocate of the Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962, practices in civil and constitutional matters. On 14 May 1984, he was appointed as additional judge of the Madhya Pradesh High Court and made permanent judge of on 10th of November 1986. From Madhya Pradesh High Court, he was transferred to Guwahati High Court on 28th April 1994. He retired on 29th July 1998. Justice Virendra Dattagyani demise is a great loss to the legal fraternity. I, on behalf of the members of the registry of this honorable court and on my personal behalf, express deep condolence on the death of Justice Virendra Dattagyani, former honorable judge of Guwahati High Court and a legal luminary of the country, and pray for the eternal peace of the departed soul. Offer my deep condolence to the bereaved family. May his soul rest in peace. Namaskar.
Now, may we have the honor of reference by Honorable the Chief Justice.
My esteemed brother and sister judges on the bench, Mr. Girin Pegu, Secretary General, Guwahati High Court Bar Association, Mr. Count, President, Guwahati High Court Advocates Association, Mr. Saikia, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Sikkim, and Standing Council of Guwahati High Court, Mr. Goswami, Learned Additional Advocate General, Assam, MS Kechi, Additional Advocate General, Nagaland, Mrs. Bhattacharya, Additional Advocate General, Mizoram, Mr. Arun Chandran, Senior Government Advocate, Arunachal Pradesh, Mr. R.K.D. Chaudhary, Deputy Solicitor General of India, Mr. Vaishya, Standing Counsel, Guwahati High Court, learned senior advocates, members of the bar, and members of the registry. Today, we gather in deep sorrow and collective remembrance to mourn the passing of late Honorable Justice Virendra Dutt Gyani, former Acting Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court. His departure marks the end of an era defined by tireless commitment to the rule of law, devotion to judicial ethics, and an unwavering pursuit of justice. Late Justice Gyani was born on 30th of July 1936 into a family that instilled in him the values of discipline, learning, and service. From his early years, he displayed a keen intellect and an innate sense of fairness, qualities that would later define his judicial career. After completing his legal education, he enrolled as an advocate of Madhya Pradesh High Court in July 1962. During his early years at the bar, he practiced primarily in the civil and constitutional matters and quickly earned the recognition for his meticulous preparation, clarity of thought, and dignified conduct. His advocacy was marked by an unwavering commitment to justice and a rare blend of humility and firmness. These traits earned him the admiration of the bench and the bar alike. In view of his exemplary professional record, unblemished reputation, and the high regard he enjoyed within legal circles, he was elevated as a judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court on 14th of May 1984. Over the next decade, he delivered several judgments that were widely noted for their intellectual depth and sharp analytical reasoning. His judicial approach was grounded in constitutional morality and guided by a profound respect for human dignity and fairness. On 28th of April 1994, he was transferred to Guwahati High Court. His arrival brought renewed dynamism to the institution, and his leadership, wisdom, and commitment to judicial excellence made a deep and lasting impression. He went on to serve as the Acting Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, providing principled leadership during a significant phase in the court's history. He demitted his office on 29th of July 1998 on attaining the age of superannuation. During his tenure at the Guwahati High Court, Justice Gyani contributed immensely not only through his judicial decisions, but also through his administrative acumen. He took keen interest in improving judicial infrastructure, strengthening case management systems, and promoting a culture of punctuality, discipline, and efficiency within the institution. His ability to lead with gentleness while maintaining uncompromising standards earned him the respect and affection of all who worked with him. His judgments demonstrated a rare depth of legal understanding. He adjudicated upon a wide spectrum of issues spanning civil procedure, probate laws, property disputes involving customary law, tax matters, constitutional questions, and preventive detention jurisprudence, and so on and so forth. His opinions reflected a deep appreciation of constitutional principles balanced with a practical understanding of the realities faced by litigants. He believed firmly that justice should not only be done, but must also be seen to be done, and ideally upheld in every facet of his judicial life. Even after his retirement, Justice Gyani remained closely connected to legal discourse and continued to contribute to the development of law. His name is particularly associated with a significant advancement in the field of service jurisprudence relating to pension rights of High Court judges. In his own case, V.D. Gyani versus Union of India, he moved the Guwahati High Court as a writ petitioner seeking entitlement to an additional 20% of basic pension from his 80th birthday, as contemplated under Section 17B of the High Court Judges' Salaries and Conditions of Service Act 1954. The Guwahati High Court, interpreting the provision purposively, held the expression from 80 years must be understood to mean that the first slab of 20% enhancement becomes available to a retired judge from the very first day entering the 80th year of age and not after its completion. This interpretation ensured that the beneficial nature of the statute was fully realized. The Supreme Court affirmed the judgment and directed disbursement of enhanced pension along with arrears. As a result, Justice Gyani's persistent and principled pursuit of rightful entitlement not only vindicated his own claim, but also secured clarity and justice for all retired High Court judges in the country. Thus, even in retirement, he continued to strengthen judicial rights and reinforce constitutional protections. Justice Gyani's life was characterized by simplicity, honesty, and deep moral conviction. His sense of discipline, his meticulous attention to details, and his unwavering adherence to ethical principles set him apart. Despite the many distinctions he earned, he remained grounded, approachable, and generous with his time and wisdom. He was a mentor to many young lawyers and judicial officers, always encouraging them to uphold the highest standards of the profession. Beyond his judicial brilliance, he was a person of remarkable warmth and humanity. His colleagues remember him as courteous, sincere, and forthright, a person who never hesitated to speak truth with humility. His friends recall his gentle humor, his balanced perspective on life, and his ability to remain calm even in difficult circumstances. He was deeply devoted to his family, and it was in their presence that he found strength, comfort, and inspiration. On 9/12/2025, at Indore, he left for his heavenly abode, bringing to a close a long and enriching association with the legal world. His passing is a profound loss not merely to his family, but to the entire legal fraternity, the judiciary, the society at large. His contributions will continue to guide and inspire future generations of judges, lawyers, and students of law. On behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the bench and all members of the registry, I convey our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. We pray to the Almighty to grant eternal peace to the departed soul and to provide strength, courage, and solace to his family members to bear this irreparable loss. As a mark of our deep respect for the departed soul, I request the learned members of the bar and bench to rise and observe a minute's silence.